Hey everyone! This is the last football news video in 2022. We are very glad that we've spent this year together and we hope that you won't leave us in 2023. So hit the like button and post your New Year's wishes down in the comments below. And now, let's begin! Madrid's Central Court of Arbitration has agreed to suspend Robert Lewandowski's disqualification pending an appeal and arguments presented by Barcelona. Juventus halfback Weston McKennie is of interest to Bournemouth. The Torrens want to sell 2 players in the winter. Marc-Andre ter Stegen has become Barca's 4th captain. He replaced Gerard Piqué in the 4 captains. Atletico have made progress in negotiations over a new contract with their 19-year-old talent Pablo Barrios. Celta and Villarreal have reached an agreement on the transfer of ex-Barcelona midfielder Denis Suarez. Haaland is a great player. Top-level players can usually do what he does in the top league level. My team played against him in the preseason when he played for RB Salzburg. I tried to sign him for Chelsea, but it didn't happen, Frank Lampard said. Manchester City will activate an €8 million release clause for the 19-year-old Vélez Sarsfield midfielder Maximo Perrone. Sparta Prague have loaned Lazio left-back Dimitrija Kamanovic. Moises Caicedo is edging closer to a move to Chelsea from Brighton. The transfer could cost between £70 and £75 million. Pellé's funeral will take place at the Santos Stadium, where he played the most of his career. Atalanta attacking midfielder Ruslan Malinovsky wants to continue his career at Tottenham. Marseille and West Ham are also interested in him. Brazil announces 3 days of mourning following Pellé's death. Eder Militao missed the match against Valladolid with a minor injury. The legendary Marc Overmars, who is currently working at Antwerp, suffered a mild stroke. Adrian Rabiot's mother wants a pay raise for her son at Juventus from €7 to €10 million per year. Espanyol considered the decision of the Madrid court to allow Lewandowski play in the match against their team unfair. The club management will not come to the derby as a protest. Before signing a new contract, Antonio Conte wants assurances that Kane will stay at Tottenham. The Italian's contract expires in June. The representatives of ex-Real midfielder Isco have offered Fiorentina and Salernitana to sign the Spanish footballer. Japan international Tomoki Iwata has moved from Yokohama Marinos to Celtic on loan. Former midfielder Enoch Mwepu, who retired this year due to heart problems, has headed Brighton's youth team. Busquets will stay with us until the end of his contract in June. Then we'll see. It will be his decision. If things go very well, we will try to convince him to continue, Xavi stated. Jorginho hopes to return to Napoli if he fails to extend his contract with Chelsea. Didier Deschamps is very close to extending his contract with the French Football Federation. Leicester centre-back Wout Faes became the 4th player in Premier League history to score 2 own goals in a single match. Dayot Upamecano has refused the additional leave which was offered to him by Julian Nagelsmann. The versatile Salzburg defender Maximilian Wöber has passed the medicals before the transfer to Leeds. The agreement will be officially announced in a few days. AC Milan are considering an option of a short-term loan of Eduard Mendy. The club is concerned about Mike Mignon's injury. Wolverhampton are set to sign Stoke City defender Harry Suter in the near future. 17-year-old striker Ilyas Husni has signed his first professional contract with PSG. Cadiz are close to signing Lazio attacking midfielder Luis Alberto on loan. Ivan Toney is the 3rd player to score 20 Premier League goals in the year 2022. Manchester United are preparing an offer for Real Madrid for Marco Asensio, whose contract expires next summer. Chelsea might try to intercept Shakhtar talent Mikhailo Mudryk from Arsenal. He is seen as a replacement for Christian Pulisic. Santos have temporarily withdrawn the number 10 that Pelé used to play under. In the near future, the number will be retired permanently. In 2022, Liverpool conceded 7 times in the first 5 minutes of the game. Yesterday, Real Madrid returned to the game, and several more matches took place. The match against Liverpool became a real tragic comedy for Leicester. The Foxes were in full control in the first half, and Kieran Desbury-Hall put them ahead in the 4th minute. But in the 38th minute, Trent Alexander-Arnold made a not-so-successful cross, which was surprisingly turned into the far corner by Wout Faes. And 7 minutes later, Darwin Núñez went one-on-one with Danny Ward, but hit the post. The ball rebounded so that it hit Faes again, who scored a double in his own net. No one scored in a game after that. Real Madrid's last victory in 2022 turned out to be very difficult. Valladolid held on perfectly and created great moments ahead. Thibaut Courtois saved the team at least 3 times after very dangerous shots. The 80th minute was fatal for the home team when the referee awarded a penalty against them, and Sergio Leon was sent off for making obscene gestures towards the reserve referee. Karim Benzema opened the score, and in the 89th minute, the Frenchman finished off the opposing team with a brace. It's hard to believe, but from now on, Cristiano Ronaldo will play in the Saudi Arabian league. Local Al-Nassr have announced the signing of a contract with the legendary Portuguese. The agreement is until the end of 2025, and the 37-year-old forward will earn 75 million euros per year. The sum will reach 200 million thanks to commercial payments and the role of the club's ambassador. Cristiano has commented on his transfer as follows: "I'm waiting for experience in the football league in another country. Al-Nassr's vision is inspiring, and I'm very excited to join my teammates to help the team achieve even greater success together. History is happening today. This is a signing that will not only inspire our club to achieve even greater success, but will also inspire our league, our nation, and future generations of boys and girls to the best version of themselves. Welcome, Cristiano, to your new home," Al-Nassr said in a statement on Twitter. Tomorrow, Al-Nassr will play a league match against Al-Khaleej. Cristiano will be present at the game. He might make his debut on January 5th in the game against Al-Tai. Opinions are divided within Barcelona about which player should replace Sergio Busquets in the team. Xavi would like to see Martin Zubimendi in the position. Mateo Alemán is leaning towards N'Golo Kanté, and the club's board members want to see Ruben Neves. But the most important thing for the club is Xavi's opinion, and he insists on the Real Sociedad midfielder's transfer. Ferland Mendy's future at Real Madrid is becoming increasingly uncertain. The club is not happy with him, but Carlo Ancelotti is gonna continue to bet on the Frenchman on the left wing. Man City, Newcastle, other Premier League clubs and PSG want to take advantage of the situation. If Carlo Ancelotti leaves Real Madrid, Mendy will become one of the most desirable left-backs on the market. Arabian giants Al-Nassr are not gonna limit themselves to the transfer of one star. Apart from Ronaldo and Sergio Ramos, the Arabs are also keen to lure Sergio Busquets, who is inclined to leave Barcelona next summer. The financial terms of the potential deal have not been disclosed, but it's clear that Al-Nassr would offer Busquets more than Inter Miami. Chelsea are leading in pursuit of the World Cup 2022 best young player Enzo Fernandez. The Londoners are ready to offer Benfica more than the 120 million euros release clause. Negotiations between the clubs are at very advanced stage. Enzo himself has already agreed to the terms of a personal contract with Chelsea, and he gave the green light to the transfer. Liverpool and Manchester City, who have also been linked with the young Argentine, have yet to make any bids. The International Sports Press Association has named the best athlete of 2022. It's Lionel Messi, for whom 25.45% of journalists voted. The top three includes Paul Vulture, Armand Duplantis, 9.87%, and PSG forward Kylian Mbappé, 9.68%. The top 5 is completed by Real Madrid forward Karim Benzema, 7.88%, and swimmer Krzysztof Milak, 5%. Barcelona striker Alexia Putellas received the title of the Female Athlete of the Year. Guys, as usual, we advise you to enjoy the top content from our other projects. And as always, thank you all for your views and support. Take care and Happy New Year!